Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Computer Classes by Rachna. Today we will talk about the different types of graphs. As you all know already, and those who do not know, a graph is a non-linear data structure. It consists of nodes. In this diagram you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. All these are nodes. Alright, and the connectivity from one node to another is made by edge. So graph is a collection of nodes and edges. The nodes are also called as vertices and edges are also called as lines or arcs that connect any two nodes together. So there are different types of graphs. The first one is undirected. When the edges do not have arrows, we call it undirected graph. This is bidirectional, which means we can travel from 1 to 2 also, and we can travel from 2 to 3 also, and we can also travel back 3 to 2 and 2 to 1. So there is no arrow, so we can move from 1 to 2 and 2 to 1. We can move from 3 to 4 and 4 to 3. So this is bidirectional undirected graph. The second example is a directed graph. In a directed graph, the edges have arrows, which means, as you can see here, it is possible to go from 1 to 2, but it is not possible to go from 2 to 1. There is no arrow. So it is possible to go from 2 to 3, but it is not possible to come back from 3 to 2. So this one is an example of a directed graph. Then we have a weighted graph where every edge is associated with some value that is called its weight. The weight could be the cost of traveling from one node to another. It could be distance in kilometers. It could be time taken. It could be any value, and that value would be related to the cost, related to the time or the distance. So you can see, let's say it is kilometers. So going from one node to node 4, the distance is 30 kilometers. Going from 1 to 2 is 10 kilometers. So we are just assuming that it's kilometers. So this is a weight which is assigned. It could be kilometers. It could be the cost of traveling from 1 to 4. It could be the distance. It could be the time taken, let's say 30 minutes, 10 minutes, so, or 30 hours, 10 hours, depending upon the source and the destination. So this is the third type of graph, which is weighted graph. Then we have another type of graph, which is unweighted graph. So as the name suggests, when we do not have the weight assigned to the edges, we have the unweighted graph. So you can see the directed graph example and the undirected graph example, both do not have any weight assigned to the edges, so they are unweighted graphs. No value or weight associated with the edge. All right, then the fifth type is finite graph. When I say finite, it has finite number of vertices and finite number of edges. So the number of edges and vertices or nodes is countable. So that is an example of a finite graph. Then you have infinite graph, in which we do not have a fixed number of vertices and edges. Like this example, you can see there are continued edges and vertices. This pattern is a continuous pattern. So this is an infinite graph where the number of edges and vertices are infinite. So if we talk about example of your Facebook friends, it could be infinite. And then you can see in this finite graph, we have fixed number of vertices, A, B, C, D, and E, 5 vertices and 1, 2, 3, 4 edges. All right. Then we have another example, which is trees. So what is the difference between a tree and a graph? A connected graph with no cycles is an example of a tree. So connected graph means, I'll just show you the example of connected graph. Connected graph is a graph where every pair of vertex is connected by a path. So it is possible to move from one vertex to another through a path. Then that is an example of a connected graph. All right. So this is a connected graph. It is possible to go from 1 to 2, then 1 to 3, 1 to 4. It is possible to go from 4 to 1. It is possible to go from 4 to 2. It is possible to go from 4 to 5. It is possible to go from 4 to 6 and 4 to 7. So every connection is there. Every path is there when we have to travel from one vertex to another. So that's an example of a connected graph. And now coming back to trees. Tree is a connected graph which does not have cycle. What is a connected graph? Connected graph is a graph which can have a path between any pair of vertex. So one vertex will be connected to another through a path. That's a connected graph. So now I'm creating a cycle for you so that you understand what is a cycle. So if 1 is connected to 2, and let's say 2 is connected to 3, 3 is connected to 4, and 4 is again connected back to 1. So if 4, this 4 is connected back to 1. So we get a cycle. This is a loop or a cycle. So a connected graph which have cycles is not a tree, whereas a connected graph which have no cycles is a tree. So cyclic graph, this 1, 2, 3, 4 is also an example of cyclic graph. Let's say I add one more node 5 and then another node 6. This is also an example of cycle or a cyclic graph. All right. Then we have sparse graphs. Sparse graphs are the one which have few edges compared to the number of vertices. So let's say there are 20 vertices and only 3-4 edges. So that's a sparse graph. Then we have a dense graph. A dense graph means that there are many edges compared to the number of vertices. For example, if we want to make this one as a dense graph, we can have loops and cycles and multiple edges which could be connected from one vertex to another, and then there are different number of edges between any two vertices. So that is a dense graph where the number of edges are more compared to the number of vertices. So this one, the one that I've created, is an example of a dense graph. So all these are connected with more number of vertices, more number of edges compared to vertices. Then we have a trivial graph. So what is a trivial graph? Trivial graph is the one if a finite graph contains only one vertex and no edges. So this one is an example of a trivial graph. Can you see that? Only one vertex without any edges. This one is an example of a trivial graph. Then you have multigraph. Multigraph means it has loops also, it has parallel edges also. So just like your dense graph, this is an example of a multigraph. So if two vertices are connected with more than one edges, then such edges are called as parallel edges. So V1 is connected to V4 through E4 also and E5 also. So these are parallel edges. When a graph has parallel edges, when a graph has loop, where is the loop? V1 is connected to V4 and V2 and back to V1. So this is a loop. All right. And these two are the parallel edges. When in graphs we have parallel edges and loops, this is called as a multigraph. All right. Okay. Next we talk about null graph. It is similar to trivial graph, but trivial graph have only one vertex, whereas null graph has more than one vertices and they do not have edges. So isolated vertices without any edges. A null graph can be referred to as edgeless graph, an isolated graph, or a discrete graph. So more than one vertex, 6 vertices is possible with no edges. So trivial graph is also a null graph, whereas a null graph can have more than one vertices without any edges, whereas trivial graph have only one vertex. All right. Then you have labeled graph. So labeled graph is simple when we have labels, just like the values we have labels E1, E2, E3, E4 are the edges. So it is also a weighted graph where we have assigned labels instead of values. All right. So it's a labeled graph. Cyclic graph is the one which forms cycles. All right. So this is a cyclic graph. So trivial we have already discussed. And then you have a connected graph, which I have already discussed, that a connected graph where every pair of vertex is connected by this path. Okay. So we have done different types of graphs. Thank you.